Coach, just take us through what was going through your head as Desmond takes that final shot, and how happy are you for him after everything he's done since he's got here to see that go in?
I mean, he won 3, and that was the big one. You know, I think that was great of him to have poise, for them to pay attention in that timeout, to understand exactly how to execute. And that's who he is. That's what he's done. He's done it many times in his career, to be able to hit big shots and step into the moment. And I'm just happy for him for sustaining it, for playing with that level of aggression throughout the game, making the right plays, and then he was rewarded at the end of the game by continuing to do the right thing, you know, for 48.
What does it say about Paolo that despite those free throws he missed near the stretch, you got that big steal and had the awareness to call the timeout there?
He's a basketball, you know, he has such a high basketball IQ. He understands moments. So that was great. He didn't let that rattle him. And that's what I told him in the locker room, just his ability to let that go, move past it, and then be able to get the steal and get the timeout for us to have an opportunity to get a game winner.
What can, maybe we put too much emphasis on kind of the buzzer beaters and those moments, but what can gutting out a win like this, having the defense step up in the third quarter and kind of holding on at the end, what can a win like this do for this team and their confidence as they move forward?
I think there's some momentum to it, but, I think more than anything, it was the process of everything we talked about. Yesterday you guys heard me snap out about 17 turns for 29 points. You take care of the basketball, you have 13 for 12, so you've given yourself opportunities. You continue to crash the glass, and you gave yourself chances throughout the game. You may not have shot it well, but we did the right things at the right times, and we stuck with the process to get this one done.
Coach, 26% from the three-point line percentage on this game. Your team has not been shooting the ball well. How important it is to fix that, because you're always going to play hard on defense, you're going to be there in the games, but how important it is to hit that shot in a consistent manner?
I mean, this league is make or miss in some ways, but I think the looks we're getting are great, and we did a better job of not turning them down, which I like, and then being able to find the right open man. So our guys have to continue to step into their shots, trust their process of how they're getting the shots, and we did share the basketball. I really did like it. We had 26 assists, so our ability to share it, we make a couple more, that changes.
Coach, memorable finishes. This is one of those episodes this season that you guys can use for momentum as you go forward and keep working. Just talk about how this can help a team come together.
Well, it's already a close-knit group. We had a great film session before this game, talking about the things that we need to do, the details we need to focus on. But just you see the support, the love, and I'm sure it'll show up on social media everywhere, the celebration for Dez and what these guys feel about him, what he means to this team, who he is as a young man, and just his toughness, his resiliency, his leadership. All those pieces are, they're represented, and you saw the celebration of our guys, not just because of the win, but because of who Desmond Bane is.
Coach, was Desmond the first choice? Was he the draw-up? Because Franz was looking left and then went right to make the pass.
Yeah, I can't really give you what that was right now because of, scouting report. We might run it again, but I'm glad he got open and he was able to take that shot.
Coach, the flow of the game seemed to slow down a lot for y'all in the third quarter. Is that more of what you guys are going for as you kind of wear teams down like you have in the past? And then it kind of creeped up on y'all in the fourth quarter a bit. What was the vibe change at that moment when you realize, it's not a 9-point game right now, it's a 2-point game?
I mean, just staying the course, understanding every team's going to make a run within a 48-minute game. Just being able to understand what we do in the huddles, our communication, understand the sets we're running, the matchups we may have. I think that's what our guys did a great job of communicating. The referees, there were a lot of whistles, so it slowed the game down. There wasn't a lot of flow, but at the same time, we were able to sustain their run for the most part, and then be able to come out with the win. Thank you.
First one, yeah.
What does the moment feel like when you hit that and your team just tackles you essentially? Just what was that like?
It was hard to process it really until everything kind of slowed down. It was a back and forth game. Down the stretch, got close, got crazy, and we needed that one for sure.
Des, take us through that play. What were you looking for, and how did you feel as the shot left your hands?
We drew it up for Paulo. He had just scored on the one before, and I was the the outlet. Dell set a good screen like he always do, and let it ride.
Desmond, 0 for 5 before that shot. What is going through your mind? Do you reach anything deep into your head, into your past experience to really go and execute that type of shot?
Nah, it's just trusting the work. You know, I mean, I done put in the time, put in the work. You know, I mean, shots are gonna go in. Some go in, some don't. You know, but I trust them all.
After a few misses out of the open, it looked like you started hunting your mid-range pull-up and the floater getting to the rim, feeding Wendell in the pick and roll. Was that a conscious effort to maybe still stay aggressive scoring, but shift from the threes to the drives?
Just really trying to take what the defense was giving me. You know, I never really predetermined like whether I'm gonna shoot this or do that, but you know, just trying to remain aggressive all the way throughout.
Des, you mentioned how important this win was. What can being able to gut a game out like this do for this group and kind of building some confidence and some swagger back with them?
Yeah, I think it just brings teams together. You know, I mean, I was talking about it out there, like you need those moments throughout the season. You know, close games that you win, close games that you lose. They all matter and, you know, lead to something bigger down the road.
Wendell, what was sort of your reaction to seeing him hit that shot? I mean, it was his only three-point make of the game. It was a pretty big one.
Oh, man, it didn't seem real being out there. You know, when the ball left his fingertips, it was either we was winning the game or we weren't. And we went to overtime. But to see it go down, man, it was amazing. And, you know, it's kind of all a blur. You know, it's just happy for him. Just happy for this group, what he was able to do for us tonight, got us to win. So, like you said, though, it's something that we can build off of, a lot of camaraderie off of that for sure.
Wendell, hard work pays off. Just talk about you guys continuing to come together. And we saw it tonight, and it's one of those special moments in Magic history.
What's the question? I'm sorry. My bad.
Talk a little bit about just winning that game and just how special it is to be a part of it.
Oh, man, it means a lot. I mean, I've been with this organization, you know, going on 4 years now. I've been through the lows, the highs of it. But it's another level we can get to. And, you know, this is a special year for us, knowing, you know, adding guys like Desmond, Tyus, the rookies. You know, we got an expectation that we set, you know, going into training camp. And it's something that we got to continue to build on, both offensively and defensively. So a night like tonight, like I was saying before, can build a camaraderie of this team going into, you know, going to MSG next and then the games going forward. So, you know, it's something that we can definitely build off of.
You know, Paolo was a big reason why y'all got, you know, we're there to begin with.
Yeah.
But before the last couple of minutes of the game, but then obviously missing the free throws.
Yep.
What do you talk to him in those moments? Do you let him be and kind of just let him get through it, or do you like pick him up, or what is the interactions?
Just keeping them engaged in next play mentality. Like you said, like he missed some free throws down the stretch. Like we was joking with him, he just wanted to make it interesting for us. So, but in all seriousness, we want to, you know, he's not missing them on purpose. You know what I mean? So, you know, we expect him, you know, to make the plays that he made down the stretch. He made a big defensive stop to even get us that shot. So, you know, we never look at him as, he lost us the game or anything like that. It's, you know, Desmond hit the shot. You made it interesting. I think that's what he wanted tonight.
Des, I know you're a vet and you've hit big shots in your career before, but when you get traded to a team and you're joining a new team, are these the type of moments you envision, you know, in helping make a difference for a franchise and help propel them forward?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just want to be a part of winning, you know, but I think moments like tonight are like the ones that really help you settle in, you know, settle into the new situation and, you know, head first.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate
I'll be
it.
back.
P, just take us through that final play and what was going through your head as Desmond made that shot.
Yeah, just knew we had to get a shot up, didn't have much time. And, I mean, when he caught it, I knew it had a chance. My angle was kind of funky. I couldn't really see, like, if it looked good or not. And then, obviously, it was straight through the net. So, great feeling. Probably the best game winner I've seen here in Kia Center.
What can that do for this team? It's just one game, but a moment like that early in the season do for this team?
Yeah, it just can, ignite us to get some more wins and build on it. Obviously, it was a hard-fought game, start to finish, and came out on top. So, looking to build on it for sure.
You guys had to gut that win out in several ways on both offense and defense. Did it feel tonight like you guys got a little bit closer to the character that this team has and what you guys have built over the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, it was just thought our energy was good today. Thought we did a good job of matching their intensity. I think last year playing them, they beat us both games, and I think their intensity was what caught us off guard. So I think we did a good job of just handling, their ball pressure, their defensive pressure, and just weathering the storm and kind of keeping them at arm's length up until the end, and then, made enough plays to win the game.
What stood out to you about Wendell's performance tonight on both ends?
Yeah, I thought he just, manned the paint. I thought he was great, on both sides, on the glass, making shots, finishing around the hoop, on the boards too, giving us extra opportunities. He's been playing great. So, he was big.
Paolo, when you're in here with us, you're pretty even-keeled, don't show a ton of emotion. But when you see that shot go in, you ran up and you picked up Bain, fell down, you guys all dogpiled. What was that like to experience that emotion with your team?
Oh, it was a rush of excitement for sure, especially for me. Him saving my ass like that. I didn't want to make it that exciting, so was glad that he made that shot and saved me. Missing those free throws, but he's a big time player. He just stayed with it the whole game, and coach drew up a good play, gave us multiple options, and found Desmond, and he knocked it down.
Desmond saved y'all, but you also saved the team with your steal with Drew Holiday. Can you take us through that play and what's going through your head after you're making, you're missing these free throws and you got to make this next play?
Yeah, just doing whatever I could do to get the ball back. They got me on that lob. They got us on that and got me where they slipped out and threw a lob and finished it. So I knew we just had to be sharp on the next time with our switching. Before the ball was in, and then he just put the ball down, and I just went for it. And as soon as I grabbed it, I knew we had timeout, so I tried to call a timeout quick as I could.
Paolo, the team has been showing more maturity and even surprises in closing moments, just like tonight. So, from your perspective, what does a win like this say about the team's progress and maybe chemistry, especially with Desmond Bain's presence in the mix?
Yeah, I think guys just did a great job of, being positive in the huddle. No matter what happened throughout the game, later in the game, we never felt like we weren't going to win the game. So I'll just give credit to all the guys just on the bench, guys on the court, guys off the court. Just reinforcing that we were going to win the game, we were going to make enough plays to win.
Paolo, you guys had that great inspiring win Friday, frustrating loss on Sunday, now this. What have the last 72 hours felt like for you guys as you try to get over this slow start to the season?
Yeah, I would say, up and down, frustrating with the losses and the bad, but, that's why you love the NBA, because it gives you an opportunity every other night to go make up for it and get wins. And we were able to do that tonight. We knew it was going to be a tough game, and we just did a great job of just weathering the storm.
Des said moments like this, like being able to celebrate on the court, a buzzer-beating shot can be really instrumental in kind of bringing a team together. We've heard about how close you guys are off the court, but can having a result like this really kind of help focus and bring this team together and see that you can get the results you want by trusting this process or by playing together this way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what it's going to take to win games. I don't think anyone's confused on that. We just got to replicate it every night, one game at a time, and clean up on some of the stuff that we did wrong tonight, but obviously take the positives and build on those. But, it's just one game at a time. It's a long season, and we got to be locked in every night.
You got the Knicks on Wednesday. What's the first thought that comes to your head when you're going to New York?
Yeah, great team, great environment, Madison Square Garden, and just looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be another tough game, another game where we got to execute, and it's going to be on the road, so got to be extra together. And yeah, it's also my birthday, so I'm excited about that.
Paulo, you had a few leakouts tonight for easy buckets. Was that a conscious effort to counter the offensive rebounding of Portland, trying to crash the glass where you would leak out for an outlet, or was that just you feeling out the play in the moment?
Yeah, I think it's more of just a feeling out the play kind of in the moment. If I feel like I can get a jump on the defense and get out, I do it. But you don't want to fall in love with that, I think. But that's something that the coaches encourage is if you can test a shot, especially me and Franz, like get out early, get down the court, look for an early seal or opportunity, a fast break, throw ahead. So yeah, had a couple of those tonight.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks,
yes, sir.